All right, having this high level of empathy is a key when it comes to people skills because reading difficult situations and reacting to them skillfully, not a lot of people can do that. Question: wouldn't you want to know how to leave a good impression on the owner of a company you're getting hired for? Wouldn't you also want to know and understand your employees, say in your company, so there's better connection, communication, growth to the business? And lastly, wouldn't you want to know how to impress the girl or guy you like? And that's where this idea of empathy comes in, which is monitoring the feelings and moods and behavior of others, which allows you to build better and more effective connections with your family, your friends, new people you're meeting, the person you're trying to marry, your boss's daughter. So how do we develop empathy? Well, don't just focus on the verbal aspect when you're talking to someone. Focus on what's not being said, which is look at the nonverbal cues. So 1, tone of voice, 2, body language, and 3, facial expressions. See if those gestures are in sync to what they're saying, right? Because when someone's words don't go with their tone of voice or their body language, you can somehow find the truth in how he says it versus what he's just saying. That's why face-to-face meetups are good and valuable, because you're getting a better feel of what's being communicated. And research suggests that 80-90% of emotional message is nonverbal. So you have to be attuned to looking and observing at these nonverbal cues. And you could be saying, well, Jacob, how do I look for nonverbal cues, right? Well, first, you have to be self-aware of your own emotions. Empathy builds on self-awareness, meaning you have to be in tune with your own emotions and learn how to be open with it, right? Open meaning that you have to acknowledge and accept of what you're feeling instead of hiding it and being passive aggressive towards others. We all do it. Second, once you become more open and attuned to your own emotions, you will start to notice other people's emotions more, right? Because by noticing and understanding yourself, you'll also start to notice, detect, and understand the feelings of others as well. And doing so, this can help you better connect and communicate with others. That's what empathy is. Being able not to only tune into your own emotions, but being able to tune into others as well. And the more skilled we are in reading these feelings with ourselves and others, the stronger relationships we can build, because when we feel a certain emotion, whether it's being sad, we can somehow connect with what the other person is feeling. Same with, when your best friend shares good news with you, you get excited. You can have that same excitement for them, right? Because feelings are contagious. People catch moods. People catch a lot of things. Some are good, some are bad. All right, here's a good example of empathy in Daniel Goleman's book, Emotional Intelligence. Describes how emotions are literally caught in the line of fire between US Marines and Vietnam soldiers. So the story goes like this. So early in the Vietnam War, American platoon was advancing near the rice paddies. In the heat of the battle, 6 monks came out suddenly walking directly in the line of fire. Perfected, calm, and poised, the monks kept walking down in the middle between the Viet Congs and the Americans. They didn't look right, nor they didn't look left. They walked straight through, recalls Davis Bush, one of the American soldiers. It was really strange, but nobody opened fire at them. And after they walked over the berm, suddenly all the fight was out of me. It just didn't feel like I wanted to do this anymore, at least not that day. It must have been the way for everybody, because everyone just stopped fighting. So this is actually a true story from what happened. So the monks, being able to pacify and influence both the American soldiers and Viet Congs, represents a basic principle of social life. Emotions are contagious, meaning behavior and moods are some transmitted and caught from each other. Empathy also determines the quality of your romantic life, right? The better you can sympathize with your partner, the deeper your connection you're gonna make with him or her. And some people are just emotionally tone deaf. Some couples you see where one of them are unable to read or catch certain moods or feelings of the other, which won't be, good for the long term. Or on the extreme end where there's a dysfunction or an absence or complete loss of caring what the other victim is feeling. And we can see this with sociopaths, psychopaths, rapists, child molesters. But overall, the capacity to understand, and I wouldn't say know because you can't fully know what someone is feeling or experiences, but you can try to recognize and become more attentive. And by being attentive to that person, by putting the effort of asking questions about him or her, can show to the other person about your empathy skills, meaning that you care and you're interested. And from this being a tentative initiative, you will surely soon someone get, behind of someone else's eyes what the person is feeling and gain their perspective, which is power. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to it, and I will see you in the next video.